power projects on Eastern Canada, and our group members are Callum, Tyler, Morgan, Carl, and Brandon. Eastern Canada is made up of Ontario, Quebec, Newfoundland, Prince Edward Island, Nova Scotia, and New Brunswick.
Ontario has a population of 13,678,740 people as of January 1st, 2014. Residential frequency and voltage is 60 Hz, 120 volts. Major power industries include hydroelectric, oil and gas, nuclear, coal, wind, solar. Ontario has a combined total of 178 generation stations. In total, Ontario has a generation capacity of 37,445 megawatts. The system produces approximately 83.7 terawatt hours annually.
Ontario is among the largest power producer in Canada. In 2013, it completed the Niagara Tunnel project, which was implemented in order to produce more clean, renewable, low-cost electricity. The largest project that is currently being implemented in Ontario is the Lower Mattagami River project. This project started in 2010 and is estimated to cost approximately $2.6 billion and is predicted to be completed by the year 2020. It is providing approximately 600 jobs per year and should help provide power to between 330,000 and 440,000 residential homes. Development of this project will expand for existing stations from 486 megawatts to 924 megawatts, almost doubling generation.
Quebec has a population of 8,180,000. Residential frequency is 60 Hz and the voltage is 110 volts. Major power industries are hydroelectric, nuclear, natural gas, coal, wind, and solar. As of 2014, Quebec has a total of 89 generation stations throughout the province. Quebec's total generation capacity is approximately 36,971 megawatts. This system produces approximately 169,820 gigawatts per hour. Quebec is amongst one of the largest power producers of Canada. In 2010 alone, Quebec implemented over $3.1 billion in power generation construction projects. In 2009, they started working on the Romaine project, which is predicted to be finished by the year 2020. This project will allow Quebec hydro production to ensure their future and ongoing growth of demand for electricity in their province. This will at first increase Hydro-Quebec export profit, but in the long run will help supply the Quebec market.
Nova Scotia. Population 940,542 people as of January 1st, 2014. Residential frequency and voltage 60 Hz at 120 volts. Major power industries include coal, oil and gas, natural gas, imports and exports, and renewables. As of 2014, Nova Scotia is powered by over 43 power stations and has a combined generating capacity of 2,368 megawatts. This system produces approximately 13,000 gigawatt hours annually. The Maritime Link project is the largest way that Nova Scotia is trying to improve their global footprint. It will allow Nova Scotia to import hydroelectric energy from the generating stations in Musket Falls, Labrador, which is currently under development in the Lower Churchill project. The project will involve them developing 170 kilometers of a high-voltage DC transmission line across the Kabwas Strait to transmit voltage from Labrador to Nova Scotia and beyond. The Maritime Link is a 35-year investment plan that they are implementing in order to help adhere to Canada's 50% reduction in coal emissions by the year 2030, as well as to meet Nova Scotia's requirements to meet 40% renewable energy consumption by the year 2020.
New Brunswick. Population 755,464 as of January 1st, 2014. Residential frequency and voltage 60 Hz, 120 volts. Major power industries include hydroelectric, oil and gas, natural gas, coal, nuclear, renewables such as wind, solar, and biomass. As of 2014, the province of New Brunswick is powered by 13 different power stations from New Brunswick's power. They use largely hydro, nuclear, coal, and oil, and have a maximum generating capacity of 3,513 megawatts. New Brunswick, also being part of the Maritimes, will be dramatically affected by the Maritime Link and Churchill projects happening in Nova Scotia and Newfoundland. As shown by the image below, you can see that New Brunswick has already reduced their coal power generation almost completely over the past 13 years, but will still have to reduce their coal emissions by 50% by 2030 to meet Canada's future emissions law. Luckily for them, 24% is not as large as most other provinces.
Prince Edward Island. Population of 145,000 as of January 1st, 2014. Residential frequency and voltage is 60 Hz at 120 volts. Major power industries are oil and gas, natural gas. 80% of their power used on the island is imported, and renewables. Prince Edward Island is the smallest accumulation of power generation in Canada. They have only 8 power stations and are the only province in Canada that does not have its own hydroelectric power station. The province has approximately 260.4 megawatts max capacity and provides almost 7,000 gigawatt hours annually. Prince Edward Island is amongst one of the 4 provinces involved in the Maritime Link project. The Maritime Link project consists of making a 170-kilometer high-voltage DC transmission line running across the Cabot Strait. This project will help sustain PEI for imported hydroelectric energy. The Maritime Link project will also replace the old transmission lines to help renew their system. And those old transmission lines are subcables, which carry PEI's imported electricity. In a period of just 12 years, Prince Edward Island has become a world leader in the integration of wind energy into its electricity supply system. At the end of 2013, the province's system now has 30% of its electricity generated by wind. Newfoundland has a population of 525,378 as of January 1st, and residential frequency and voltage is 60 Hz at 120 volts. Major power industries include hydroelectric, oil and gas, natural gas, imported electricity, and renewables. Newfoundland is one of the smaller accumulators of electric energy. Newfoundland has a combined total of 48 power generation stations. In total, their system has a max capacity of 7,419 megawatts. After completing of the Lower Churchill project, the new system will produce approximately 16.7 terawatt hours annually, providing to almost all of the Maritimes. Newfoundland, as well as the rest of the Maritime provinces, are all involved in the completion of the Maritime Link project, a project that is implemented to help produce more renewable energy for the Maritimes. Newfoundland is a major aspect of this project because the main hydroelectric generation station that will be powering the Maritime Link is located in Churchill, Labrador. The project is going to be developed in 2 phases, with the first phase being the 824 megawatt generation station in Muskrat Falls. This was sanctioned in 2012 to be completed in no longer than 5 years. The second phase consists of building the 2,250 megawatt Gull Island generation station. This construction will begin no earlier than 3 years after the sanction of Phase 1. The final outcome of the Maritime Link project is to provide clean, efficient, and renewable energy for the Maritime provinces.
Something for us to think about. Eastern Canada consists of 6 provinces, all with varying climates, population, and size for each different power company to accommodate to and work around. There are plenty of differences between the provinces, like total generation capacity of their system compared to how many people live in the supplying areas, or even which provinces choose to try to use clean, renewable energy as a main prime mover and those that choose not to. Although we know that there are many differences, they still have similarities of each other as well. Here is a list of some of those similarities.